All right, welcome back. It is our last feature match of week 3 here in Edge of Eternities League. Jack has rejoined us here after stepping away for the last match. And we have two, we'll say, newer players to the league. We got Greg B, who I'm going to be watching, who's part of my, we're on the same squad here, same spaceship, up against Will M, Argon Platypus, and looks like both players mulliganed. What's Will got over there?
Yeah, so Will, he had zero land hand, of course, gotta ship that one. This hand looks pretty good. It's entirely red, although his opening hand had blue in it as well. So he has the Zookeeper Mechan. He's got one more mountain, and then in hand is a molecular modifier, Warmaker Gunship, an orbital plunge, and then he's got the Nova Hellkite. So a pretty stacked lineup of cards here, and he can cast them all. With just the one more mountain he has in his hand.
Yeah, so Greg is taking a pause of whether he wants to cast a pretty premium 3-drop here, whether he wants to bolt the bird, as it were, with suplex.
Nova Hellkite finding its first victim.
Yikes! Yeah, it's brutal.
This card's such a.
It's like even just like having it come in and deal you like 5 on turn 3 is brutal without killing something, and just popping off something just makes you feel like you're so behind for nothing. Like Greg didn't do anything wrong. He played his 3-drop. He's now playing his 4-drop, and he just got punished beyond belief.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
very punishing
a lot
card.
of damage. If it kills something, it feels even worse.
I mean, it's coming back
And
in.
then, I mean, because of the Wyvern, it has a second target to ping.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
It's like, what did
he's
Greg do to
drawn a
deserve this? I don't know. Cast his spells.
he's drawn a possibility technician too, which is another sweet one, and the molecular modifier in hand is also a Kavu, so he's the potential to get multiple triggers out of it.
All right, we got a Duskmourn card here. I mean, Duskmourn's a strong set. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of it, but this Betrayer's Bargain is likely to be sent towards this Hellkite.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. You can sack the temporary lander. Or is it only creature or enchantment that it lets you sack?
It does not allow
Only
you to
creature.
sack this artifact, so he's just losing it. But it's better than taking another 4. This thing's already dealt him 8 and killed 2 bodies.
Yeah.
And we're looking at turn 4 here.
Yeah. I
Here comes
remember
another bird. Okay.
exiling an orbital plunge. Probably he will just cast it now.
Play a land. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's his stand's quite efficient.
Yeah,
It's
and I
got
mean,
a lot of good cards.
Greg didn't do anything wrong per se. He's just again cast his spells. He went 3-drop. Here's a 4-drop. Here's another decent, another land seeker. But these rares are pretty powerful, and more rares. Sure.
How about another one for good measure? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, gonna replay the possibility technician.
Again, this is brutal.
Yeah.
Have all your creatures killed like for free on like it,
Notably,
counterspell. Awkwardly does not work with the possibility technician, but well, I guess
um,
you could leave mana up, but
yeah, and notably, the technician allows you to replay the card as long as you control any Kavu, which he has another one in hand. So even if this dies,
yeah, this is
he
getting
has
this.
a
Yeah, way
he
like
has a
way back when he was thinking on whether he wanted to suplex the Zookeeper Mechan or not. Turns out that Zookeeper Mechan did actually play a big part in this game.
yeah. I always I feel so bad bolting the bird because like man, I know they're gonna play something I want to use this on more, but hitting the ramp with it might slow them down enough that it won't matter. It always feels bad to me.
Yeah, well, he's getting in big attacks here. I mean, in hand for Greg, he's got cut propulsion. He's got a Lost in Space. He's got a Pinnacle Emissary and a Mountain here, so he can do 2 things this turn.
Okay.
He can cast Pinnacle
Uh,
Emissary, even though it doesn't do anything yet, and he can cut propulsion. But there's just, yeah, the threat of this Warmaker gunship. He's gotta get rid of that. But then there's also the Rust Harvester that might start being able to go off.
in hand for Will still is another orbital plunge and a cryo shatter as well. So it's unlikely that Greg's gonna catch a break from what's going on over here anytime
Yeah,
soon.
was not expecting to see like an Is It artifact mirror match here, but happy to see some different decks in these feature matches here. I know from my experience
Nope.
playing, I've seen a lot of green decks, and we're not seeing as many forests, at least in the last couple matches.
Notably, in Will's first hand was technical emissary of his own.
Okay.
Could be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, looking at the records, these decks should be pretty powerful since they have taken a few losses. Will's at 7-7 and Greg's at 6-8, so their decks should be pretty stacked by this point.
Okay.
Orbital Plunge here in hand is not going to be good enough. Uh, I guess he has to get rid of the modifier, but
Right. Even then, you're facing pretty much guaranteed lethal in turns to the Rust Harvester.
okay, he's just going to Lost in Space instead. But it's all not great.
Yeah. He only has one artifact. For some reason I thought he had more artifacts in the yard.
Okay, so he's going to allow this to happen, and he's going to not show his card that was in hand. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just straight is it here. Got two Weft walking up at the top of the curve.
Yeah, that's right. I played Greg earlier this week, and I remember he had two left walking.
He's got a Brutaclan also, which is a fun one.
That is fun. Um, yeah, I didn't get too much of a chance to look at Will's deck. He pretty quickly read it up, but I did see brief glance I got that there's a Tezzeret and an Endstone in here.
That's always fun.
Um, Tezzeret not a card that usually does a lot in limited, but when you've you know picked up some extra packs and have a higher density of artifacts, which seems like this deck does, the card can do some work.
Yeah, immediately two annuls came in from the sideboard here.
Yeah, that makes
He
sense.
said, I know what I'm up against.
Yeah, and also it's an interesting card this format because it's almost always going to have a target. Whether that target's what you actually want to counter or not is a matter of debate. But it does seem like Will has some powerful artifacts
I
that
didn't. Yeah, I didn't catch
Greg
the.
would not mind spending on blue to counter.
I didn't catch the first card he cut, but the second was a Saiba Cryptomancer,
Okay.
which yeah, that's a fun one. But he just figured I'd rather have an annul. He didn't see too much removal. Even well, the removal was attached to creatures, so and spaceships.
Yeah.
Bit of a rough hand here. So he could have kept, but it was his hand was very dependent on drawing a land uh, by turn 3. He had a like the scrap bot guy that makes a
Oh, sure.
lander, and then he had a cav. Then he had Cav Landseeker after that. But he decides to mulligan and just decide to be a little safer. You know, I think the first keep is possibly defensible. Uh,
Yeah, we had a rough one too. Or the first hand it was two mountains, four blue cards, and an end stone. This hand's pretty slow. It was two lands. He drew a third, but in hand is Pinnacle Emissary, which is his only castable card right now. He has the Warp of Nova Hellkite again. Then he has an
oh,
Orbital Plunger and two 6-drops. He has the Territorial Bruntar and a Specimen Freighter. So he definitely needs to draw a couple more lands to unlock the potential of his hand.
yeah, we missed the land here, which may even be a blessing because he probably would have played his Dragoon's Wyvern and had it gotten eaten. Now he gets to divert disaster this instead. So
Okay.
small mercies, I suppose. But now he can. Okay, he's gonna cast the all fate scroll here and leave up his annul. He does have the Wyvern again. He has an invasive maneuvers and one of the two Weft walking.
Well, luckily his Wyvern will be safe from the first iteration of Hellkite
Mm-hmm.
because Will just has nothing else to cast right now.
I mean, yeah, it's still just deal your opponent 5 damage. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Can't complain about that. That is
Yeah,
for
well,
sure.
more nutrient blocks getting Okay, things are starting to somewhat materialize over here after a bit of a rough mulligan.
Still nothing castable. Well, the draw's a tractor beam, which he has the mana for, but targets at the current time.
Yeah, he's looking at his Dragoon's Wyvern and he's like, do I really want to cast this?
Yeah, and notably, Will not only needs another land, he has to have another red source because there's double red to cast on the not
I
warped.
think he's basically saying if they have it, they have it. They
Yeah,
obviously Will missed his land last turn, so
yeah.
he saw that at the very least.
Crossroads, Crossroads Village was a draw, so he will be able to cast it next turn.
Yeah, that's rough. Well, he gets an attack in for now.
Look, I can play
I think
flyers and attack you with them
he
too.
might be
You're not
doing
special.
okay. He's doing it.
I. This is probably pretty good for Wills, and he still has a lot of gas in his hand.
Yeah, Will
He
gets
can
to
now just
just
play like
cheap mana now first.
he can just play like Territorial Bruntar like for free, and then hit a
Yeah,
land drop.
like I don't like giving your opponent like when your opponent has 5 cards in hand. Weft walking is a little dangerous.
Yeah, opting to just not play the plunge. I think it's fine. He has another one in hand, and getting the Hellkite down here is fine.
Yeah, now Greg. I mean, he can tractor beam. He can play a 4/5.
Tractor beaming the Bruntar is pretty nice.
Yeah, and he's got a 4/5 to
Um,
block the other 4/5. So
we might end up seeing it getting tractor beamed back, which would certainly be a pretty fun
yeah, we
interaction.
do have annul here. He did redraw one of his annuls,
Oh, got
so
it.
that'll
So the
stop
tractor.
that
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
since it stops
Um,
enchantments.
well, it'll probably stop this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes left walking works in your favor. Sometimes, I mean, yeah. Greg's left with 3 lands and an invasive maneuver.
Yeah, it's an interesting card. I mean, drawing 7. Um, don't get me wrong. I do love getting a fresh grip, but when your opponent still has like some stuff going on, and you just let them like play a 6 drop immediately for free,
Yeah, I like
it
it. I
does
like it late
feel.
game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Notably,
we got a video
uh,
cassette here.
oh, Brutaclad. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Notably against Greg when I played him this week, I found out the hard way that Weft Walking doesn't work the way it's supposed to with X spells. So if
oh,
you
I think
have a
he slightly messed up there with turn. He I think he was wanting to turn the 1/1 into a 2/1, but didn't the other way
oh,
around.
he turned his 2/1 into the 1/1 instead.
Yeah, I mean, there's always next turn
Yeah.
if the Brutaclad survives.
But yeah, Weft Walking doesn't work with X spells. It just lets it will only let you cast the X spell for 0, even though you should be able to cast it for like whatever mana you would want to anyway, because it says May on Weft Walking.
Okay, was it bugged? Was that what I heard?
Yeah, I think it's a bug. It seems to be known about, but it was really unfortunate when I tried to play my 0 point ballot and it defaulted to 0.
Well, it is called 0 point ballad.
Yeah, no
Well,
6 point ballots here.
all right. So yeah, he sees a divert disaster in a mountain. Divert disaster specifically terrible when you have your own Weft walking in play. Your opponent can just pay a 0.
Couple of high profile tractor beam targets here.
Yeah, absolutely. That lander is probably going to be a 2/1 next turn.
Yeah, does Brutaclad turn? Yeah, choose a token you control. Okay, so it's not just your creature tokens.
Nope, it turns non-creature tokens into creatures and vice versa if you want them to.
Pretty fun. Choose to decline. You may just want to crack the lander. Although at this point, I may have just wanted to turn the lander into 2 and attacked with it.
That's viable too. He has invasive maneuver here. I assume he's going to fire it off on the Titan.
Oh, that makes sense. Only card in hand left over here is Molecular Modifier. So it's yeah, it's not like he needs the lands right now for anything, and he has the glass bricks he can
He's got the
open up. But
Betrayer's Bargain here. He can bargain away his Weft walking if he really wants.
oh, Yeah, that's a kind of a fun interaction actually. Yeah, I'll draw 7 and then not let you play anything for free.
Well, it's a little late for the second part of that equation, but
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right, but uh, definitely a fun little interaction he's got going on there.
yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't really have an answer. I mean, I guess he can get rid of the dragon with the Betrayer's Bargain, but Brutaclad is still going to be able to basically run roughshod here.
Yeah, he'll need to find an answer soonish.
Well, he's got 2 turns with the Shattered Yard. The Shattered Yard is gonna hit him.
Yeah, and blue-red historically not good at getting rid of enchantments.
No, not unless you're playing a Chaos Warp or something like that. All right, hits that.
Looks like he kept the Wolf walking around.
I mean, look, has another Land Seeker here. I mean, there's something going on.
Yeah, it's definitely not nothing. I mean, 2/4/3s with menace when your opponent's 16.
Yeah,
Not a bad clock.
yeah. One of them can get killed here with the Glassworks,
Yeah,
which is
right.
yet to be
Uh,
unlocked.
draw for turn was a Gigastorm Titan.
That works.
Down.
Do that. Destroy a Land Seeker. Make a 2/1.
So the
Oh, you can have the. Oh, unfortunately,
yeah,
you could not have the 2/1 get the first strike here
right. Yeah,
based
there's
on the way it
you have to
triggers.
declare your targets while the abilities on the stack, so the 2/1 couldn't get pumped to be able to swing this turn.
Well, that's about the worst card you could find.
Yeah,
You
that's,
can sack his scroll to draw 3 and still have a few manas left over.
he hasn't played his free spell yet.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of Zookeeper Mechans at a mountain is not what he was looking for here.
Not super exciting.
Yeah. Another one, and just hold tight for now. I mean, with between Brutaclad and the Shattered Yard, it's rough out here.
Another island drawn off the top here. Um, but he'll be able to start getting in with a couple of creatures. Looks like he's just planning to swing a Titan.
I mean, he can't really take it. Greg can't really take it.
Yeah, you put yourself to 3 when your opponent has something on the board that says take 1 every turn. Yeah, that's not a gamble I'm willing to take.
Yeah, Mechan Assembler here is not that useful. Orbital
A little better.
Plunge, a little more
Okay.
useful.
I mean, you
That's
can.
a little late
Uh,
still.
well, you play the assembler and then
Yeah,
hit the Brutaclad, and you get a 2/2 for your troubles as well. You
trying to
know,
figure out
it's
what to hit, and you figure out it has to be Brutaclad.
yeah. This is not bad. I mean, the blocks are still rough with the modifier, but at least the bleeding is stemmed here a little bit.
And he does have this land that can get something back, I believe.
Yeah, it's like mill 2, and then you can sack it and get a permanent back, right? So I guess he could get his own Brutaclad back out of his graveyard.
Yeah, it's just can he assemble something fast enough to fight off this 1 damage a turn?
Plasma Volt off the top, too. So
That's enough
potential
for 3 damage.
couple more damage to the face,
Just
yeah.
direct damage, yeah. I mean, I think that's the plan right now for Will. Like he's in the
Yeah,
driver's
I mean,
seat.
it turns your opponent's 7-turn clock into a 4-turn clock.
He's just sending everything here. Is he just gonna plasma bolt for 3 damage? No. Okay,
It's like
okay.
they may have wanted to save it a little bit. I mean, your opponent's not
Yeah, I
uh,
don't want to
that
face up that. I want that to be the last card I cast.
I think
If
so
that's what I'm
too.
doing with it. So what can he find here? Get the let's see. Brutaclad. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
makes sense. It's just an island in
Unfortunately,
hand over
if he had a way to get rid of the Shattered Yard, that would be the card. But
here. Yeah, blue red, definitely the wrong colors for trying to remove an enchantment.
all right, let's see.
Okay,
That's
that's
life.
pretty excellent draw. Yeah, I mean you get
That's
to give yourself a couple more
who
turns.
knew. Nutrient block is like 3 time walks against the Shattered Yard.
Yeah, you
Kind
heard it
of.
here first, folks.
Another Weft walking.
Wow, yeah. I none of the games I played against Greg got long enough for him to cast both, but it's the first
So
one pretty bad.
so
Second one,
can you cast 2 free spells with it, or no? It's just the first spell you
no.
cast each turn.
Yeah, they're both just replacements for the first spell, so
Oh,
it won't
no
stack up.
fun. He's even got a cheeky little annul here in case Will draw something, and I think he's done just enough to keep himself alive and potentially turn the corner here with a handful of cards.
The
He's
beauty of Weft walking is go from looking pretty bad to you to having 7 fresh cards.
Yeah, it's not as good when your opponent had almost as many cards in their hand when you cast it. This is where you want to cast a Weft walking. He's even got another
Yeah,
nutrient block in hand, so he's not dying to this Shattered Yard like he was going to be previously.
we're just sitting on 2 islands here, so nothing of note going on our side.
Yeah, this is looking exceptionally favorable here for Greg now after the second Weft walking. The first Weft walking arguably did his opponent more good than it did him, but this one definitely is going to do him a lot better.
Oh yeah, I've had some interesting run-ins with that card. I think I've had multiple opponents cast it and then tell me later like, oh, I drew like 6 lands off of it or something.
I drew 6 lands off of it in a 2 drop.
I mean, no complaints from me because my deck does not have the card advantage to beat draw 7.
All right, so he's choosing which alternate cost, which alternate cost of 0 he's casting it for. Yeah, now he's just got basically what he needs.
Yeah,
Going to be
Will's scrolling over to some emotes.
I mean,
Feels.
we're getting to see the deck absolutely go off here.
Yep.
He's just clicking. Yeah,
Looks like
this should be more than enough
lethal.
damage here. No
Yep,
math
seems like.
expert, but I think he's got 12 here.
I see a bunch of creatures and 0 blockers. This is probably lethal. I think
Uh,
he could even turn all of his robots into landers and he would still have lethal.
and they all have haste because of Brood Cloud. So even the robot that he got from the Mechan Assembler got haste. So
Yeah.
okay, all right, now we're cooking. That was an eventful second half of that game.
If there's
Yeah,
anything in Will's build that I missed last time.
yeah. The early Weft walking a little tough, but he was able to fight through it. And that Bruntar stealing the Bruntar was pretty good there. Just dug him a few cards deeper.
Will's got a survey mech in his sideboard he's not running. I
Survey
mean,
Mechan.
I get it. In like a streamlined 2 color deck, it's probably not going to be super cheap to crack, but it makes me a little sad.
Yeah, I'd be playing those if I could.
Here's where I'd keep my survey mech in if I had one.
Yeah,
Um, okay,
but
interesting hand
it might be a while
from.
before I have a chance to get one.
So we're on 2 mountains here. But in hand is the Melded Mox site. I assume he's going to try and use to find a couple more land drops. He has the Pinnacle Emissary, an Orbital Plunge. He has the Vanish from Sight from Dustmorn.
Okay.
And then, you know him, you love him, the Nova Hellkite is back.
Oh boy.
Can't get away from this one.
I mean, he fought through it last time. No creatures in hand here for Greg. He's got a Command Bridge as his only other land, so a bit of a slow start. He's got the Annul again, which we saw
Okay.
be relevant. He's got the
Yeah, we'll
Scrap
see.
Bot. He's got a Divert Disaster, Orbital Plunge, a Suplex, and he can annul something here if he.
Yeah, so the
Ooh,
we'll need to cast the Emissary, which will eat an annul, and I'm sure Greg is quite happy to see that.
yeah, no land here. He's gonna dig for it. If he hits a land here, I think he's gonna be on his way to being fine. But sadly, that did not occur.
Okay, it's gonna warp in this turn. And then I imagine get cast next turn. He's got one more mountain in hand, so he'll be able to just play it for its
Yeah,
velocity.
Greg must be thinking, how does this guy get this opening hand every time? It's just
Yeah,
brutal, and I'm struggling here. I can't draw land to save my life.
it's, it's a rough one. I mean, oops, wow.
Yeah,
It's,
there it is. I mean, he does have the divert disaster here, so okay. Here's a land. Does Will just have a handful of action there, or can Greg possibly get
it's all
back in
removal.
this?
No, it's all removal. He just drew a Cryogen Relic, but the hand is it's an orbital plunge, the desculpting blast, Warmaker gunship, which he's gonna cast now.
Yikes!
And
Yeah.
then the drop the Cryogen Relic was an interesting one that I missed when looking at his deck. He has an Enduring Curiosity from Dustborn.
Ooh, that's a good kitty.
It's a really good one.
That's a good kitty.
Would be quite messed up if that Pinnacle Emissary had resolved.
So Greg has the choice here of cracking the lander or playing the Cryogen Relic, and I think he just says, "Give me the land for sure." And I would
Guarantee you hit.
tend to agree with that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Nothing in hand for Will to do right now. It's all instant speed, but he has 7, so he can crack his Melded Moxide and play Enduring Curiosity on end
I'm
step.
surprised he didn't just play the Curiosity to station, but he didn't want to expose it to removal. But it's pretty. I mean, there is a suplex here in hand, so that will actually deal with it cleanly.
Okay.
But not before he takes a little bit of a beating.
Yeah, I mean he'll get at least one card off of it because he has the resources to station the gunship.
That's a good kitty.
Yeah,
Greg
compare this to
agrees.
Starwind.
Greg agrees.
Yeah, it's just stationing up his ship.
Okay, I mean, this is not the worst. It's not great for Greg, but it's not disastrous yet. He was able to just get a couple of those counter spells before and to keep himself in the game. The annul and the what is this? What does this bird do?
So yeah, it's a Lord of the Rings card. So we must have taken at least one Lord of the Rings pack this week. But it's a 4-minute 3/3 flyer, and whenever it does damage to your opponent, you can blink
Oh, you can blink something.
uh, creature you control, which is pretty good with the gunship. I mean, you have to keep stationing it every time, but
Is it a
like
creature or something else?
I believe it's just creature. I'll wait till he hovers over it
Okay.
again.
If you could blink the Cryogen relic now we're in business.
I mean, Desculpting Blast saving the Curiosity here means he'll just be able to keep the cards flowing.
Yep. Let me just cast that. Draw a card. Beautiful.
Let's see. Exile to one
Creature.
target creature you own. So I guess worst comes to worst, it just has Vigilance.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This
but
was.
there's ETBs going on that I can imagine this card being pretty good.
I mean, this was not a card that was cast that much in Lord of the Rings. It was just not that powerful in that environment.
Yeah, it
But
didn't really align with what Blue was doing that set.
seems okay here.
In hand, we're just sitting on 2 Orbital Plunge.
Okay.
So we have answers to
So you got a
things that come
Pinnacle
down. Like,
Emissary here. You can follow up with a Land Seeker.
um,
Hmm.
Pinnacle Emissary is only cast, so it won't trigger off of Seekers, but
Hmm. He decides to just keep up his Lost in Space then.
2 lands off the top, 1 island from the relic, and 1 for turn.
There goes that. Yeah, it's starting to get dicey here.
You wonder if you're Greg, do you try and wait until your opponent cracks the lander to Lost in Space to try and get them to shuffle their curiosity away? Guess not.
I don't think you can take 7 here. Yeah,
Yeah, it's rough if you take 7 and your opponent draws 2 cards, but the curiosity is going to be a reoccurring problem if you don't get rid of it.
yeah, that's a yeah. The suplex was a nice answer, but unfortunately, he had the bounce spell to save it. In hand, we have a Land Seeker and that darn Weft Walking again. You might have to just Weft Walking here just to try to do something.
Find some
The
action,
Crowd's
yeah.
Relic doesn't even work against this bird because
Yeah, it blinks
it can
itself.
blink itself when it attacks or when it hits. Yeah, he's gonna say
Yeah,
my opponent has a million mana, so I don't. I can I'm not gonna be scared of whatever they're doing.
yeah. The
Right?
only other card that um, you don't know about is an orbital plunge. Just two islands in hand. Besides that,
Yeah. So we got a handful of action here. 7 spells actually. So
wow,
orbital plunge. So he's gonna use the invasive maneuvers now.
that's nice.
Yeah, pretty decent. He's got another Zookeeper Mechan. He's got Memanon, the right hand. That's the rare one. He's got a Mechan Assembler, Nutrient Block, a Land Seeker, and a Mouth of the Storm, which you can cast for a crisp
It's a
0
pretty good
damage.
one for free. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy paying 7 for that thing. So
Combat tutorial off the top. Nice for well to see here.
that's a pretty one.
Well, it's not nice that he just drew two islands. So in hand is three islands for him and nothing else.
Yeah. So again, like the Weft walking in that spot is fine because your opponent already has like 9 lands or whatever. So you're not really.
Right.
It's not
You
really.
just
You're not
get to
really getting
replay.
punished. And he was far enough behind that he had to do that to get back in the game. And I mean, he has a lot of pieces here to work with. He's
Yeah.
just got so many
Some
game pieces at his disposal. He drew another spell for turn as well.
unfortunate draws from Will means that Greg's definitely got some time to play out all of his
Yes, he's going to go Mechan
gas.
Assembler, Zookeeper Mechan, and he's going to be off to the races here. This 6/6 flying is going to win very quickly if Will can't answer it.
Yeah, nice little pop-up board state for sure.
I mean, that's why we play Weft Walking. Like, once in a while, we see it be bad. Like, unfortunately, I think I had only one deck, and, like, I think I cast it 3 times in the draft, and, like, 2 of the times it betrayed me, more or less. But I don't think that's
um,
the normal play out.
yeah, I think the one time I played it in limited, my opponent just got to high pool off of it both times.
Yeah, we'll take a 0 mana Starwinder. It's all is
Oh
well.
wow. Yeah, Curiosity's got nothing on Starwinder. Well, I mean they serve different spaces because the Enduring Curiosity's kind of a lot easier to catch your opponent off guard, but Starwinder's going to draw you more cards
Yeah,
over the course.
I kind of found like I had the Starwinders in my league pool, and I'm playing blue, and I'm even playing like a Rampy deck. I just found it was a bit of a win more in my deck.
Yeah,
It's just like if you're already in a position to hit with a creature, you just get more ahead. So I think I did cut it just for some more cheaper things that are going to help me. But yeah, this is going to be hard to lose here from this spot, much like we
I
were
mean
thinking last time. Again, his hand's just
certainly
full of
if I had
spells.
to pick one of the Curiosity or the Starwinder to cast for free, I'll take the Starwinder.
Yeah, he's gonna Lost in Space. This cat is not at home in space. We'll say.
He's sending it to the bottom. At this point, it's not doing anything
It,
for him, and I think he just needs to look at more cards.
it's the second time that cat got lost in space, and it got bounced to hand. So this cat is very displaced in outer space. We'll say.
It, this time it did not come back.
Well, it might come back because it's getting shuffled.
True. Yeah, good point. Good point. Maybe it'll
So
be found in space
he
once.
does have to discard here. uh, he does
Yeah,
have
always.
Unknown also that he's holding up, so that can stop just about anything.
Well,
When,
unfortunately, spell is a one drop.
yeah, I was gonna say when your opponent's free spell is a 1 drop, I think you're feeling pretty okay about the state of the game.
Bombard off the top is not really doing anything here.
Bombard is a small game on this board.
That it is.
He's deciding whether he wants to allow it or tap it for the. Well, he could tap for the lander.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's you would have to try pretty hard to lose from this board state.
Yeah, he could likely find the win from here. Mostly it being orbital plunging this 2/2.
That'll do it. We're still just sitting on 3 lands.
So we do get to move our team ship a little bit here, so I'd love to see that. But just the power of Weft Walking is on display. So it's a weird card. It's not an effect we've really ever seen on a card that I can remember. And if anybody doubted the power of the card, well, you've now seen how it can turn around games that were, I would say, pretty unfavorable at the time for Greg. Like the game was not going in his way. So very impressive turnarounds there, thanks to a mythic card. So Thank
Who
you,
knew draw
everybody.
7 was
Yeah,
good?
absolutely. So congratulations to Greg on the win, and thanks for watching. See you next week.